Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Cal445, and I'm going to be commentating a Pro 1v1. It's going to be Game 2, and if you didn't see Game 1, wow, that was pretty. Not only was that very intense, but it was also kind of you could see some hindsight there because Zenio. Oh, hold on, just a second. Let me put that up. Zenio really shouldn't have committed that much to it because he was kind of being stupid, just in my opinion. Don't judge me, but anyway, I should be talking about this game. Anyway, it's going to be It's going to be on Shakuras Plateau. It's going to be one of those big macro style games. So we're going to probably see some really entertaining games, and we're going to have Naniwa being the blue Protoss, which is interesting because he was purple last game, and he's going to be in the south. He's going to be in the southeast. And then to the southwest, we have LiquidZenio. He's going to be spawning as the red Zerg. And let's see what he does. He's probably going to... Zenio seems to me, he seems like a very aggressive player. He's not that turtle macro style player like Idra or Liquid Ret. But, yeah. So it looks like Naniwa's just going to do what 99% of all Protosses do on maps like this in Tal'Darim. Alter, which is Forge Fast Expand, because we can get away with it easily unless the Zerg cheeses. It should not be fun. Zenio's getting his spawning pool down, and yeah, nothing's really going to go on too much. This Overlord's going to be scouting to the east, and he's going to see soonly that his opponent isn't there. Yeah, it's not there, and actually, I think Naniwa's actually going to go for the Nexus first. Extremely bold, especially for this map. Usually you want to get a cannon down, especially considering the fact that Zenio is going spawning pool first rather than hatch first. So Naniwa's ahead when it comes to economics, but pretty soon Zenio might be ahead when it comes to army, and that might bring down Naniwa later on in the game. There is a pylon going down there from Naniwa, and this probe actually has minerals in his hand, and that's actually... It may not seem like much, especially considering it's just 5 minerals, but think of this. This is pro level, this is Grandmasters, and every little mistake, or every little teensy ounce of every mistake is greatly affected in the game. One supply blockage could be the game ender of the entire game. I really do like this. The probe is going to be walling off. But there are Zerglings on the map, and they might poke and prod. This is actually really smart from Zenio, because the cannon's not going to go down for a little bit. And it looks like Naniwa is going to wall off completely until this cannon gets down. Nexus is also down. The hatchery is down over here. We're probably just going to see soon these Zerglings are right when the Zerglings stop, the cannon gets created, or right when the Zerglings go up, the cannon is done already, which means that another second and Naniwa could have been, well, it wouldn't have made a bit difference considering the fact that the pylon had more health than what the Zerglings damage could inflict. So Zenio looks like he's going to grab a third base, perhaps. I hope you like that manly chatter I just made. And yes, we are going to see a third hatchery. And anyway, I think, honestly, yes, he is going to scout this. So, he has a couple of options. I would personally like the double Stargate play with Phoenixes. That could really end the Zerg now, considering the fact that this distance... The distance from the natural all the way down to the third is quite huge, and the creep can't spread that far when the Phoenixes arrive, or the Void Rays and Phoenixes arrive. And, so yeah, or Naniwa could go for a 6-gate push, or anything like that. And, Zenio, I mean, he could be micro style, or he could go for some kind of roach pressure, but I'm assuming that Zenio's going to go for some form of a roach hydra corruptor kind of build, just the basic macro style build of a Zerg player. So it looks like Zenio, I'm trying to figure out like what LiquidZenio's playstyle is. It looks like he's more of he's an all-around Zerg. He could do macro, he could do aggression, and stuff like that. There are 2 Zealots on the field, actually, and they're going to try to take these Xel'Nagas, but Xenio has actually a huge amount of Zerglings. He's going to get a complete surround of the Zealots, and that's going to spell disaster for those Zealots. Only 1 Zergling died. I think, actually, no, 2 or 3. 2 or 3 died. And +1 is actually on the way for Naniwa, so it looks like he's actually going to do, hold on, I think he might be doing that, a Warp Prism drop, possibly, because, that's the only reason he would be getting sentries out. If he's going to go for a +1, usually we'd get Zealots out, and Stalkers, and not really sentries that much, but I honestly, I'm strongly thinking that he's going to do that. This probe is going to be patrolled, and this Overlord is just going to scout everything. 91 did add on 3 gateways. Let's go back to the Zerg base. Spine Crawler is going down, along with what appears to be, another Spine Crawler. And a Macro Hatchery in base for LiquidZenio to make up for that 4th base. An Evolution Chamber so you can catch up with those upgrades. I would personally like to see a double Evo Chamber, but it doesn't really matter because Protoss isn't really chrono boosting that. He only chrono boosted the +1. Pylons are being morphed in over here. They're actually, yes, there is a Twilight Council. Ooh, this is actually very interesting. And he does have exactly 6 warp gates, so he is going to do a 6 warp gate push, and he's probably going to have to kill this pylon off. Zerglings are going to poke and prod. They're going to see like what's going on. Xenio wanted to see what the unit composition of Naniwa was, so that he could further prepare. And usually, when a Protoss player is going Sentry Stalker, that's usually the sign of a 6 gate push, and Xenio is probably going to prepare for that. And actually, a +2 upgrade is on the way for Naniwa. So, yeah, I think I strongly think that it's going to be a blink 6 warp gate push with +2 weapons. Or I might be wrong. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. Yeah, actually, a lot of Zerglings did morph in. There was like 10 Zerglings that were being morphed in. So Xenio's not really focusing. Not going to focus much on droning because he knows that this is coming. I'm pretty sure he does. He's a good player and all that good stuff. There's a Spire and also Hydroden. So actually, Xenio's going to go for... No, he's actually not going to go Roaches. He doesn't even have a Roach Warren. So never mind. Zerglings are skidding across the map. And there's actually a push out from Naniwa. It's going to be a last warp in for the Stalker, along with 3 more. And it looks like there's going to be a push out. And how many Zealots does he have? I'm curious. Oh, whoops. Woohoo. Looks like only 1. And he's going to clear the Xel'Naga. And Naniwa's just going to go straight for the 3rd base of Xenio. There's actually might be a huge battle, but I don't think Xenio could stop this because there are so many sentries here. They could just force field this off completely. They're nice force fields. Unfortunately, the Zerglings did manage to get through, so those were actually just decent. Didn't do too much, but just surprised. Xenio's just trying to repel this as much as he can. I don't know why Naniwa is not pushing. Well, he is now, but he's buying the Zerg a little bit of time. Hydras are actually going to be a good choice because they get ripped through gateway units. So nice choice on Xenio's part. Unfortunately, the force fields are going to block them up. Zerglings are going to get complete surround. A lot of them are dying. It looks like Xenio's trying to get into a better position. Would like to go on Creed. More Zerglings are streaming in. There are force fields going down, but then the other force fields that he's planted there did disappear. There's going to be some blink micro, but I don't think it's going to be too great. The Zerglings are getting a surround. Hydras are doing DPS. More Warpins. And wow, this is just an intense battle going on. Robotics facilities on the way, along with 20 Zerglings. Lots of Hydras. Oh my goodness, doing a lot of DPS. Along with the Zerglings moving in, they're going to pull back, and they're going to lure the Protoss into an open ground so that the Zerglings can get a surround. So I'm just impressed with Xenio's defense. This is just amazing on his part. And there actually is a robotics facility, so he's going to opt to get Colossus rather than Templar. He's probably going to get Templar later. Zerglings are going to get a complete surround. Not really. Hydras are still doing a massive amount of damage. I want to see the upgrades on these. Still 0-0. The Zerglings have +1, and a 3rd base is on the way. And a lot of Stalkers are being morphed in. So you could tell that Naniwa likes his Stalkers, because Stalkers are cool, but the Zerglings, Zerglings, I thought I had a chance, and they're actually going to try to surround the Stalkers. There's a blink, though. He could focus fire on the sentries, and he's doing that. Nice job on Zenio's part, doing so much damage, and I think, honestly, Zenio could just push it up. But remember, last game, he committed too much, so he's just going to have to take down this third base here. And wow, look at the supply difference, 156 to 91, and then Naniwa's not in a great spot. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, Zenio is gonna grab his fourth base. Just, oh my goodness, just an intense game. Zerglings are gonna push up. They're just gonna contain the Protoss until he's gonna have to probably do a 2-base all-in, because right now Zenio's just starving Naniwa right now. See, what Zenio's going to do is just going to send in Zerglings, and there are Roaches in the mix, so it's going to be a Roach Zergling Hydralisk, so going for those basic core units of the Zerg Horde and all that good stuff, and there actually is a push out. Anyway, so there actually is a push out from the Stalkers, and 7 Corruptors on the way. I think, I wonder, I'm curious. Anyway, there actually is a battle. We don't have time to see if he scouted the robotics facility. I think he's just assuming it, but looks like Zenio's going to back off. I'm going to check, actually. Where's that? So he did scout it, so never mind. So there's a big battle going on, and Stalkers did blink out. And there's actually 2 Overseers, so that's pretty nifty stuff. There's the 7 Corruptors, and I'm pretty sure that Zenio might just have to go for a Greater Spire, because that's just going to end this Stalker force. Colossi and Stalkers are reuniting at the 3rd, and just Naniwa just desperately trying to hold on. Stalkers are going to try to poke and prod, but they're going to be welcomed with Zerglings in their face. I would like to see him blink these Stalkers back, honestly. He's going to have to save his Colossus. It's not going to do too much. Nice force fields, though, but it's not going to do much when your Colossus are dead. Crap, Stalkers are being... Why did I say that? Anyway, nice blink on Naniwa's part, and there was the good game. Oh, wow, that was intense. I cannot believe Zenio could just react that fast. I didn't know Zerg players had to do that. They just looked at the unit composition and were like, you know what, he's going for a 6-gate push. Or, like, if Naniwa was to do, like, a double Stargate play, and he saw, like, what, like 1 or 2 Zealots, he's like, huh. He's either going for a Zealot push with +1, or he's going to go for Stargate. So I should prepare both ways. So getting Evolution Chamber for upgrades against to catch up with the Zealots, and then also to get Spore Crawler. So yeah, that was actually a really good game. So we're gonna hop into game number 3, and I'll see you guys there.